After 11 years and counting, teaching special education, you do unto others what you expect done unto you. Putting my life philosophy into a profession, no, a vocation, a calling. That is why when I feel these PTSD cues falling and popping up out of nowhere like swamp monsters, right? This is the warmongers, that we gotta be stronger. And then this is what we do. We just spew it back at them, fling their boo-hoos again and again, no matter how much it takes. Because this is not my heartbreak. They may use the words. We're not going to submit some of these staff to schools that are, more expensive. The child to suffer needlessly. Students specialized and trained to handle situations that they can't. Access to the curriculum to increase all of the classroom. Limit the type of child that they get. Part of a program which depends if you believe in special ed and if education is for all or just the wealthiest who have been taking advantage of this system. Oh my, stay here. PTSD is telling me to dampen the words and the feelings and the memories, literally, with this screen, and that is the visual, the sight. This administration is new in 2012. The one previous let us know, hey, watch out for this behavior. So like I said, it's always nice to have a guide to illuminate the evil and the selfishness of people inside. Tonight, join us for Rightwood neighborhood school meeting. And this is the issue. As I'm going through how to tell my story, thinking, well, I'll just layer it deeply, and that way those who know me will know the story. Those who know me will understand who I'm talking about. Those who have understood the importance of education in my life will be able to figure the rest out. But the problem is no, you can't live your life in hiding. And whether or not verbally, cognitively, I could have had functional adaptability, a lot more physical injury than what I did. You go through life and you change. I could have lost my voice entirely.
And a certain test score in order to be eligible to take the test to go to the selective enrollment school. Then you take the test, and then they take your points and they average your points, and it's very competitive. You're competing against all students across the city. For those schools, right? Everybody wants to go. Yeah. So it's pretty competitive. So for Oscar Mayer and Alcott to say that we send anything over 30% of our students, which both of us do, to selective enrollment schools speaks volumes to how prepared they are.
You mentioned points. Is that like grades? So what grades?
So points, they earn points. It's a 900-point scale. They earn points for the maximum number of points that you can get for your grades is 300. The maximum number of points that you can get for your standardized test score, which is the NWEA that they take in elementary school, is 300. And then the maximum number of points that you can get for the selective enrollment test is 300.
And that's all grade levels?
No, it's just the 8th graders.
Oh, okay.
So they look at your 7th grade test scores, your 7th grade report card. So whatever your final 7th grade grades were, and your spring NWA score in 7th grade, that's what they use to determine if you're eligible to even take the test. And then once you take the test, so they use those 3 avenues in order to determine eligibility. It's pretty convoluted and complicated.
Do you know how many selective enrollment high schools there are compared to how many high schools there are in Chicago?
I think it's saying 7 or 8 of them.
There's only 7 or 8 selective enrollment? Oh, okay. Got it.
But I got my voice back, and that's the interesting thing. You just have to accept life. It happened too many times. The way they discuss it is helpful in order to plan for it. Because of PTSD, we don't have understand that I know that child is unfortunately or fortunately the next day, which doesn't because I have colleagues back at this school telling me, and she's saying nope, scared. That is exactly what that is. PTSD. It doesn't matter if you're in combat. Those are the voices that stick to me. In addition to my kids' voices, in addition to the veterans' voices. When I first was diagnosed with PTSD, already elevating our military because of the fact that they do things that we don't have to, the majority of us. Because I did some volunteer work. The horrible things that they have to go through. When I had that diagnosis, I was like, I don't think so. I mean, I'm stuttering. I feel fear. I know that child is bigger the next day, which doesn't make sense.
Emotion of panic constantly and death all around.